At one point, the Orcust deck was the meta in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and I loved the deck so much that I had to bring my own version of it over here to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters. And this deck got people rage quitting. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video I put together of me literally demolishing people on rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters with this deck. I wasn't commentating when I was making this video, so I will be commentating as we watch this video together and I explain everything that is going on. So you guys gotta be patient with me and bear with me, because I'm gonna do this all in one take.
And here we go.
And we got our first opponent. It looks like his name is XZ Triple F. Oh, quadruple F. I apologize. So if you're looking at my hand right now, you can see I opened up with a pretty good hand. I got the Orcust Mecha Knight. I got Ash Blossom for any negates he made during his first turn. I got Max C. It's not a negate, but you know, it would stop him in his tracks if he thinks he's about to special summon all crazy. I also have Scrap Recycler and the Apprentice Illusion Magician, were both really good cards for this deck. So our opponent decided that he was going to go with Virtual World Jaime, and basically what this card says it does is if you have a level 3 monster that is normal summon or special summon while that card is in your graveyard, you can special summon it and summon it as a tuner. So just in case he decides he wants to special summon, I immediately shotgun Maxi. And he decides he's going to end his turn. And now it's my turn. So I draw, and I draw Foolish Burial, what was an amazing draw. So what I'm going to do first is play this Foolish Burial. And I'm going to be sending Orcust Harp to the graveyard. Oh no, I decided to send Brass to the graveyard. So I send Brass to the graveyard. I activate its effect in the graveyard. It seems like I'm taking my sweet time to decide what I'm gonna do. So boom, there I go. I activate the effect. I'm a special summon Mecha Knight, or Mech Knight. I'm gonna activate Mech Knight's effect. And I'm gonna send Orcust Nightmare to the graveyard. I'm gonna activate Mech Knight's other effect, the special summon 2 tokens, one on my side of the field, one on his side of the field. And then I'm gonna play Scrap Recycler, which is gonna allow me to send another one of my machine monsters to the graveyard. And it seems like I'm gonna send, I don't even know how to pronounce that. I just sent Orcust Skeleton to the graveyard. So I'm gonna link summon my token into a Link Karibo. And now I'm gonna link summon again. And I link summon Galati. I'm gonna activate Galati's effect and take one of my banished monsters and shuffle them into the into the deck, and then I'm gonna set this spell card face down. I'm gonna play this spell card, and then I'm gonna link summon again. Now I'm gonna summon the Orchestra, and then I'm gonna activate Nightmare's effect, which is gonna allow me to not only boost the attack of one of my cards, but send a card to the graveyard. And I sent World Legacy to the graveyard. World Legacy, World Wand. Now I'm gonna activate World Wand's effect, which is going to allow me to special summon one of my banished monsters. So I special summon Nightmare in defense mode. And now I'm gonna link summon into access code talker. I'm gonna activate access code talker's effect, what will boost his attack. And I'm gonna activate his effect again, which will allow me to banish one of my machine monsters and destroy one of his on the field. So I get Jaime out of there. Now I'm gonna activate Skeleton's effect. Bring back one of my Link monsters, one of my Orcust Link monsters. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. The Orchestra. I'm gonna activate his effect, shuffle 2 of my banished monsters back into the deck. And then I'm gonna special summon the Orcust of the Evening Star. The Orcust of the Evening Star. I'm gonna activate his effect to remove the token that I put on his field. Then I'm gonna special summon Illusion Magician. I'm gonna get rid of my Ash Blossom. And this is basically game. Took him out all in one turn. Yep, sorry XZ quadruple F, but virtual whatever you was playing, it's not seeing my Orcust Deck. Simple as that. So this time we won the coin toss and we're playing against a player with special characters in his name, and these people always make me nervous. So he starts his turn by putting down a face down, and he ends his turn right there. I draw Forbidden Droplet. And if you're looking at my hand, I started off with a really good hand, super polymerization. I got Forbidden Droplet, I got Mech Knight again, I got Harp in my hand, I got Ash Blossom in my hand, and I got Scrap Recycler again in my hand. So I'm playing Mech Knight, and I'm activating his effect to send one of my machine monsters or one of my Orcust monsters to the graveyard. I'm sending Brass to the graveyard. And then I'm gonna activate his effect again to summon a token on my side of the field and his side of the field. And then again, I'm going to link summon Link Kariba with my token. Now I'm gonna link summon again, and I'm gonna link summon Egality. And I'm gonna activate Brass's effect in the graveyard. And I'm gonna summon Harp from my hand. Now I'm gonna activate Galatee's effect to send one of my cards from one of my banished cards back into the deck. And this will allow me to set a card. And I'm gonna set the same spell card I set last time. And then I'm gonna link summon again. Orchestrator. I'm gonna activate Harp's effect in the graveyard. So I'm gonna banish him and special summon one of my monsters now. And I'm going with Orcust Nightmare. Now I'm going to link summon again. and I'm summoning Access Code Talker. I'm going to activate his effect, what is going to allow me to target one of my Link monsters used to summon him and boost his attack. And I'm going to activate his other effect that will let me pop one of his cards on the field by banishing one of my cards in my graveyard, one of my Link monsters in my graveyard. Now I'm going to use Nightmare's effect in the graveyard. I'm going to boost Access Code Talker's attack. And I'm summoning Skeleton to the graveyard. I'm going to activate Skeleton's effect. And resummon this guy. I'm not trying to pronounce his name no more. We're going to just call this guy, because he's really that guy. I ain't going to hold you. I'm going to activate his effect, and I'm going to put 2 of my banished cards back into my deck. And now I'm going to special summon the Evening Star. I'm going to use his effect to pop the token that I just put on his field. I'm going to put down Pulverization. I'm going to set it. I'm going to set Forbidden Droplet. And that's game. Now our next opponent is the Flying Goat, and we win the coin toss. And I decided I'm gonna go second. So this guy is playing Gold Pride. I don't know much about them. I know they're one of the most recent decks that come out in the game. And they're pretty good because they're pretty popular. I've ran into a few of these decks when they came out. But I don't know exactly what they do. But our opponent right now is setting up their field pretty good. They got 2 set cards, they got 2 cards in their hand, and they got 2 faced up cards. Now he just tribute one of his monsters so he can play this level 8 monster and activate that monster's effect to boost this guy's attack. Right now I'm checking what all these cards are doing to make sure that there are no negates up on the field right now. So right now, I don't know what his set cards are, but it's looking pretty good for me because it seems like neither of his monsters have negate effects. So I'm only worried about his back row at this point. So I'm gonna activate Lightning Storm. Alright, wrong. I'm gonna activate Orchestrated Return first. Put my Harp Horror into the graveyard. And that's gonna allow me to draw 2 cards, and I drew 2 beautiful cards, Mech Knight and Ash Blossom. So now I'm gonna play Lightning Storm. I'm gonna destroy all his attack position monsters. And now I'm gonna summon Mech Knight. I'm gonna activate his effect. And I didn't even take the chance to really read what that card does, but the fact that I can negate it with Ash Blossom, I just shotgunned it. I just played it immediately, hoping to get the negate. And it seems like it goes through. Yep, the negate goes through. So now I'm gonna send. I guess I ain't gonna send anything to the graveyard because he fucking, the dude rage quit. Dude rage quit on me. He knew it was over for him. As soon as that negate happened, he just checked out. Now we have another opponent with special characters in their name, and I already told you how I feel about these guys. I might as well be dueling YuGiOh himself when these guys pop up. So once again, I decided I'm gonna go second. And the reason why I keep going second, I'm choosing to go second, is because I have the Lightning Storm cards in my deck. So they're really good cards for going second. So he plays this card, which is basically going to add a card I feel like he's going to need into his hand. So I immediately shotgun Ash Blossom to stop him from getting this card in his hand. He discards the card, and he summons the Black Witch, which has a special effect that she can set a trap directly from the deck, or a spell in this case, onto the field. And then they played this spell that they set directly onto the field. So they just got rid of their Black Witch, and they just special summon Snake Eye Ash. And this allows him to add one level 1 fire monster to their hand. He activated the card he just added to his hand, which allowed him to special summon the card. Snake Eyes Poplar. I apologize. He then activates its effect to allow him to add a card to his hand. He then link summons his level 1 Poplar to link summon Link Rebo. And then he activates that monster's effect in his graveyard, which put it into one of his spell zones. Then he activated his Snake Eyes effect, which allowed him to send both of them to the graveyard to special summon a new monster, Snake Eyes Oak. And then he just brought back another Snake Eyes. He just sent 2 more cards to his graveyard, probably to special summon another Snake Eyes. Oh, yep, but this is a big boy. He summoned a level 8. Oh. And then he link summoned them into this card, IP. So now he's getting 2 more of his cards from the graveyard back onto his field. And at this point, I'm really I'm just hoping he starts playing dark monsters, because that super pummelization is calling my name this game. So he summons this person, Bestower of the Flame. And in doing so, he's activating effects, and I lost track, but he got his 1 beat stick, his 3000 beat stick back onto the field. And he was able to, I guess, equip it with IP, which I don't know what that does. And now he's special summoning Swarm Ship. So normally during duels like this, when I don't have no idea what this deck I'm dueling is, I kind of just have no choice but to go with the flow, because I'm going second. But our opponent finally just ended their turn. Oh, well, I mean, so we thought, because it seems like during his end phase, he could still summon monsters. So he has his field pretty set up good. He has his Snake Eyes on there, he got his Black Witch, he got whatever that machine is. Right now, I'm currently checking to see if he has any negates. It's not looking like he has any negates. He just put IP back onto his field. And I'm feeling pretty good right now. Like, it doesn't look like he has any negates, and at least his monsters aren't negates. And if his spell is a negate, I'm about to play Harpy's Feather Duster to just get it out of there. Which it wasn't a negate, it was just another spell card that would allow him to take a card from his deck and put it into his hand. Now, my game is giving me the option to play Super Pummelization, and I go for it. So I'm a discard Skeleton, because I need my Orcust cards in my graveyard in order to play their effects. but because I have no other Orcust cards in the graveyard, his effect means nothing right now. So I'm gonna use this Super Poly to special summon my Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. I'm gonna activate his effect. Well, after the Harpy's Feather Dust, it does what it does. Now I'm gonna activate its effect so I can make this card gain attack equal to one of my opponent's special summon monsters. And then he has a monster with a graveyard effect that he activates. It looks like he's about to pop 2 monsters on my field. Well, 2 monsters on the field. My Starving Venom Dragon and whatever his Swarm Ship card is. So he special summons his Black Witch from the graveyard again, pops them 2 cards, special summons this card again, and now my card has an effect where if it's destroyed after it was fusion summoned, I can pop all the cards on the field. So he's going to activate Black Witch's effect before it gets popped to set a card. He sets a spell. Now all his monsters are off the field. Now I have Friend Rear in my hand. The cool thing about this card is if I have no monsters on the field, I could just special summon this card without no special conditions or without tributing. So I'm gonna special summon my card. Well, I guess if no monsters being controlled is a special condition, but I'm gonna activate his effect to add Castra Unicorn into my hand. I know that's what I'm about to do. Our opponent seems to be lagging. That's why it hasn't happened yet. And they disconnect from the game, and that's another victory for us. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, y'all, and that seems like that's it. That's all I got to show you. These little 4 games. You know, I've proved my point. This deck is a fucking beast. Now, I must say, when this video was created, this was like a little experimental deck that I was working with. Now my deck is a lot, I shouldn't even say a lot better. I had changed it a little bit, if you could tell by the beginning of the video. But, you know, with that being said, I hope y'all found this entertaining. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, and that's the video. Hope y'all enjoyed.